So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. It is Tuesday morning, and you know when it's Tuesday, we got Seth Weil aboard. Inside the second hour, he's going to be talking about organic. All of the organic stuff that people like. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that this morning. The playback, fellas. Yeah. All right. So outside of that, yesterday I said, I wanted to get a little opportunity to deal with this, to take a look at this situation with the child that died, the 11-year-old child, Ariana. I was reading that story over the weekend. It was very disturbing. And it missing some parts, boy. Just like how the shooting of the soldiers missing some parts, that one missing some parts, boy. All right, so we'll deal with that. Ariana's dad demands justice. This was in the paper, I think, either on Saturday or Sunday. And we'll get to this. We'll get to this. All right? As soon as I finish the first prayer, I want to read that story for you guys. Because that to me, something into right in that story. All right? In the meantime, good morning to the regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally. Remember, the tour starts soon. Next month, we will be headed to St. Thomas. That is the first stop on the Breaking Dawn tour for 2026. Other stops will include, I believe, St. Lucia. We are finalizing with Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, Antigua, Miami, New York, and, I think it's one every month. All right? So I don't know what Tobago Carnival waiting on to get us over there, but nevertheless, Anyway, let's get into some of the news in your paper this morning. Well, the U.S. has packed up the radar. All right. Airport site cleared 4 months after military asset was installed to assist Trinidad and Tobago with narco and human trafficking surveillance. The controversial, let me get at the radar headline. The controversial ground air task-oriented U.S. military-grade radar at the A&R Robinson International Airport in Crown Point is gone. The media visited a vantage point at Kilwing Bay Road yesterday morning, where the towering radar could have previously been seen rotating. However, the military asset supplied by the U.S. was noticeably missing. According to sources, the radar has been dismantled, and a U.S. military cargo aircraft is expected to arrive on the island soon to take it away. Its absence comes 5 days after Chief Secretary Fali Augustine announced that U.S. troops on the island were days away from leaving. All you happy now? Right. Everybody happy? Right. So is there no radar to complain about again? Right? Nice. Drivers. Let me get the license renewal now. Lovely. So, drivers can now renew their license 3 months early. So, drivers can now renew their licenses up to 3 months before the expiration date under the new change approved by the government. The Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation said the measure took effect yesterday following an amendment to regulations under the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act. Previously, motorists could only renew license within 1 month of the expiry date. The amendment, introduced through Legal Notice number 48 of 2026, allows holders of valid driver's license to renew up to 3 months in advance. The ministry said the change will provide greater convenience to the public, reduce last-minute renewals, and improve service efficiency. Well, let's hope it does that, because Trinidadian people real last minute, and even though they could renew it 3 months before, they will still wait till 2 days before. Alright? You understand? And then we have the, but what if you don't have the money to renew it, and I can't renew it at the time, because you don't want to get a ticket for driving with an expired driver's permit. You know that excuse now, well, I didn't have the money to do it now. Yeah, they will come up with that too. But yeah, I tell you, all they complain about, what it is, defects. They went back to Parliament, they say, all right, you have a defect, we'll give you time to fix it. Right? Renewal of license, driving expired permit is an offense now with the traffic fines and all the new fees. They say, all right, you get 3 months. 3 months. You can renew it 3 months before. Right? And they will still find something to complain about, but nevertheless. Cuban officials, let me get the Cubans with the blackout. Yeah, the Cuba blackout, yeah. Officials in Cuba reported an island-wide blackout Monday in the country of some 11 million people as its energy and economic crisis deepened. Cuba has blamed its woes on a U.S. energy blockade after President Donald Trump in January warned of tariffs on the country that sells or provides oil to it. The Ministry of Energy and Mines on X noted a complete disconnection of the country's electrical system and said it was investigating. President Miguel Diaz-Canel on Friday said the island had not received oil shipments in more than 3 months and was operating on solar power, natural gas, and thermoelectric plants, and the government has had to postpone surgeries for tens of thousands of people. All right, and a massive outage over a week ago affected the island's west, leaving millions without power. My God. Eh. Cocorite man killed after ignoring threats. Really, Cocorite man. A 21-year-old man was shot dead in Cocorite yesterday morning after previously dismissing warnings about threats to his life. Police said officers responded to a report of a shooting at Upper Waterhole just after 10 a.m. When they arrived, they found the body of Omar Mohammed of Powder Magazine, Cocorite. Police said Mohammed was a chronic drug user and had recently reported threats to his life. Officers warned him to leave the area for his safety. Investigators said Mohammed refused and told officers, "Nobody could run me out of Cocorite." Well, police said Mohammed later became involved in an argument and was chased by gunmen, where he was shot and collapsed at the scene. Investigators are treating the killing as gang-related. Why are you treating it as gang-related? I don't understand that. I don't understand why you treat it as gang-related, unless he was in a gang, but they said he was a chronic drug user. Yes? They didn't say he was a gang leader. No, what I'm saying is, at no point in time did the police say he was involved with a gang, he was the head of a gang, he was part of a gang, or anything like that. Or he was known to them as a person of interest. Right? They say he was a chronic drug user. Well, he buying the drugs from the pushers on the block. All right, well, I guess you could have that. Well, gang-related. That's a broad term, eh? I guess you could term it as that. I could say something about that, but I'll go leave it alone. Internationally, let me get the Israel headline. And I come into Israel, because there are tons of reports online that Netanyahu is dead. Netanyahu, Bibi Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister. And I want to believe he really did. I don't know if they're trying to buy time to clone him or some kind of thing so. And that might, some people might laugh at that, but I think we in that space, I think we reached that level, a little while now, Anyway, always say Hollywood will show you everything first, Ever since the Matrix, you had a question, plenty thing out there, Anyway, Israel steps up campaign in Lebanon as Iran keeps stranglehold on shipping. The war in the Middle East raged on multiple fronts on Monday as the U.S. and Israel pummeled military targets in Iran's capital. Israel stepped up its campaign against Iran-backed militants in Lebanon, and Iran retaliated with a drone strike that temporarily forced the closure of Dubai's airport, a crucial hub for travelers. Yes? Fears of global energy crisis persisted, even as a small number of ships passed through the Strait of Hormuz, a vital waterway through which a fifth of the world's oil is usually transported. Now, Iranian strikes on commercial ships in and around the strait, and even just the threat of those attacks have slowed shipping there to a trickle. And that has dramatically increased the price of oil and put pressure on Washington to do something to ease the pain for consumers and the global economy. All right? I tell you all this is, I don't know if this is a chaos or choreography, but this is the repositioning the global economy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm keeping my eye on some of this. But because Iran is Trump said 4 weeks, It's 2 weeks now. And I cannot see Iran falling within the next 2 weeks. I can't see it. Especially when you go back to that Iraq and Iran war, and how long that went on for, and they even dent Iran. So, I'm monitoring it. Let me see what will happen. Let me see what happens. Right? But I'm not seeing any news with Netanyahu. And Netanyahu has been missing, according to reports that I am seeing, Netanyahu has been missing for over, I think it's 10 days now. They haven't seen him. There were reports that his residence was bombed. And then his son, that's the next weird part. He have a son, right? And the son does post on X like 80 times a day. 30 to 80 times a day. And the son then put out a post on X for about, I think it's for the last 10 days. Which is very strange. And then they have these videos that they've been releasing trying to show that he's alive. But the videos apparently are AI. Like this one here. Remember we tell Ole last week, remember I showed Ole last week, we asked Ole, we showed a video with the real thing and what is AI. Right? And these videos are AI. All right? Because it has some little glitches in it that people pick up on, right? But if you watch it if you watch it, and you don't really look carefully, you might miss it, right? But I don't see, why would you go through the trouble of trying to prove that this man is alive still using AI-generated videos if he is alive? You understand what I'm saying? So most likely, if they're going through all this trouble, I would have to believe that he dead. And well, he has been the center of all this war in the Middle East. He always started some war. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I really had a question. I've seen it because I get messages. A plumber messaged me over the weekend. He said, Netanyahu died. I said, Netanyahu dead? I said, but I ain't seen that nowhere. You understand? So you had to go beyond the media. I had to go back in the place I went during COVID and dig. You understand? Because you don't get that in the media. The media on the front line is going to show you that. Right? The media will show you what they want to show you. So if they want to show you chaos and mayhem, they'll show you chaos and mayhem. If they want to show you protest action in favor of whatever that aligns with their agenda, they will show you that. But they wouldn't show you the other side of the story. So they just show you what they want you to see, as they did. He did an excellent report, as he usually does. That is Ben Swan. But we'll get to the Netanyahu situation. Let me get back to some news here. Right? There was another killing There were 2 murders in 24 hours. There was a story with that. It was 3 murders in 24 hours. Right. 3 murders in 24 hours in Port of Spain, Laventille. Like I said, this state of emergency, this time around, if you're not going to do it differently, I do not think it is going to have an effect. Because if you're coming to swing around and call this state of emergency, I am sorry to so many people who may not like it when I say this, but you have to move very dread. Because the first one that you called, well, the first one was called by the PNM in December of 2024. I don't know if we could take that one seriously because that was at the end of their 9.5-year term. And it was in a year that they had over 600 murders and they were going into an election year. So I don't know if that was legitimate or a gimmick, really and truly. Right? However, the administration changed. This administration called a state of emergency. It brought down the murder rate by 40 or 42%, which is a good thing. However, like I kept saying during that state of emergency, what is your plan for after when the state of emergency ends? It ended, we had 61 murders in over 2 months. And here we are back in another SOE. But I'm saying, if you are going back into another state of emergency, it cannot be that you just go and lock up men, you know. I am sorry. If you're going to have an effect on this crime, all you have a gangster the scene. Let me put it that way. In plain layman terms, that's what it is set up. Who vex I say that's your business. Because like all they want to pet and powder the situation from now till whenever. I don't have time for that. This crime situation is stunting the growth of several economies in Trinidad and Tobago. So it's either all they put on all their big boy pants and big boy shoes and go and deal with the situation. Because if we go in and do the same thing we did last time, do not expect that it's going to dent that murder rate because these fellas apparently, they know business. They're going to find a space and a time and an opportunity to commit the crime. You're seeing it. I just said. Anyhow, those are some of the headlines. Other headlines include the Prime Minister says Trinidad and Tobago and the U.S. are talking Venezuelan energy cooperation. So Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessar says she held meetings with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau in Florida last weekend to discuss further engagement in the region, including developments involving our neighbors, Venezuela. All right, so that was 2 days ago, man. Oh gosh, that whole thing, man. Sorry, I clicked the wrong link. And I see here that NGC has signed a contract with an ammonia company. So I think that is earlier news, though. I ain't too familiar with this site yet. All right? Anyway, that's where we are. So we're going to take a break. But before we go to the break, of course, I got to, the laptop conk out on me again. I definitely need a new battery. And the day I ain't work with the charger, it worked good from last week to now, Friday, Monday. I said, I need the charger. I take out the charger this morning, same nonsense. And it worked without the charger, but I really had to get the battery. Yeah. Let me just pull up, let me get Setwile about now. Because he's going to be on later. So remember, Setwile's Holistic Health Clinic is here. It's powered by nutritional therapy. Of course, you can book an appointment today and rebuild your health from the inside out naturally. And, all of the diseases there that Set specializes in reversing is on the screen. And, of course, drug-free, supplement-free root cause healing through nutritional therapy. We're going to hear from him later. And you could give him a call on 279-3935 or 761-1952. And when you give him a call, you can book an appointment. Or if you're interested in ordering his book, you could do so as well. So you can order his book. It's called You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished. You could also find that book in RIK bookstores nationwide and Amazon. All right? And I think there was somewhere else that he was making the book available, but I'll let him speak to that when he gets on. Okay? Also, Chef Shiraz, don't forget Chef. We can't forget Chef. Chef is coming back in today. He had a good time, boy. He went Monday to Monday. All right, so he's coming back in today. We don't know if we'll have him on Thursday, because on Thursday is the last day of the week for us here. Friday's a holiday. I think Friday's Eid. Let me make sure and check that on the calendar. Because people telling me Thursday. Yeah, Friday, Eid, tentative. Or they say tentative. Some people saying it might be Thursday. Some people saying it looking like Friday. I know it depends on the moon. So some people saying it might be Thursday with the moon. But tentatively on the calendar here, they are saying Friday. So we're looking at about 3 long weekends, back to back to back. Because if it happens this Friday, we have a long weekend this Friday. Then you have your full work week next week, but that takes you into a long weekend where the Monday is the holiday. You have Spiritual Baptist. And at the end of that Spiritual Baptist holiday week, you start Good Friday, the Easter weekend, where we have the corridor competition that I'll talk about in a little bit. So the certificate in culinary arts, the Asian cuisine, the baking and pastry too, and the Easter kids cooking classes, those are all courses available in March at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy. And in April, you have the Creative International Cuisine and the Food Costing Workshop. All right? So you can call Chef now. Well, not now. I don't know the time of his travel, but nevertheless, you can contact him and get yourself registered on 3724639 or 7375097. And also the corridor competition, the Easter Grand Bazaar corridor competition at Brazil Recreational Ground in Brazil takes place on Sunday, April the 5th. That is Easter Sunday. Now, some people ask about the registration. The registration for the corridor is $1,000. So they say, boy, $1,000 to register for this corridor, but you're getting the dock sponsored and you're getting your tent. So from the $1,000, they're putting down the tent for you. And I think you're getting a table with that too, tent and table. So they're getting tent and table, you're getting the dock as well, right? So when you minus those costs that you would have had to jump out your money for, it probably boils down to probably around $600 is the entrance, between $500 and $600, right? So $1,000 covers you all of that. So if you're not registered yet, you have until the 31st of March, and you could register by calling Ricky on 3583012, or Kelvin on 2902833, or Kevon on 3489055. All right, so make sure and give them a call, get yourself registered. I will be up there. Fellas, what we doing? Once it have food, Well, you're real nice, boy. And finally, don't forget Stefan Run is on, people. April 26th, I could tell you now, we have crossed 400. We have about half. We had half of what registered persons. Now, I like to keep these events from an audience and make it a kind of family affair, because I'm seeing that the 5Ks are being very competitive now in the way that people are executing it, which I have no problem. Let people do what they have to do. I'm more on boosting the athletes with the prize money and the prize structure and making it a fun day for those who support the program and watch the program to come out and have a good time. We have several prizes already sponsored in the 1 to 10 prize structure. Blazers has come on to sponsor the first prize again. I want to thank them for that. We also have a couple other people that have come on board with sponsorship as well, people that I will acknowledge. Come the start of April, we will start to acknowledge that. I'm just finalizing everything between now and the end of the month, but get yourself registered on TrinbagoEvents.com. Promo codes will be available at sports and games outlets for walk-in cash registration from Wednesday. So from Wednesday, you can go to any sports and games, and there's one at Eastgates now, I understand. So you could go at any sport and games, and you go in, you tell them you come to register for Stefan Run, and you pay your $200, and they will give you a promo code. The instructions are on the code. The paper with the promo code itself, it's like a ticket. But there is a promo code, and the instructions are there on what you need to do. So it's not that you buy that and you hold it in your hand and you come down and tell yourself you have your package ready. You still have to register. Now the purpose of that is because we only take a certain amount of registrations, we have to keep the count in one place. And that one place is online. Okay? So we keep the count online. So when you put in the promo code, you go up on the same Tobago events, you put in the promo code, you fill out your information, you're registered. You do not have to pay with your card because you already paid cash at sports and games. It's very simple. It's real simple. But if you have any problems, what you can do is call 345-3380. If you know you are somebody, you're not tech savvy, and you're going to have problems, but you want to go and register by paying cash, take that number, 345-3380. Avion will handle you. All right? With that, we're going to take the first break. Stay tuned. And when we come back, I want to get into that story with Ariana and see how many calls you can take this morning. We will be back after this.
Get ready for the highest paying 5K in Trinidad and Tobago. Run Stefan Run, Sunday, April 26, 2026, Queens Royal College. Start time, 6 a.m. Over $40,000 in cash prizes. $5,000 for the first place male and first place female runner. Cash prizes for the top 10 finishers, male and female. Age group prizes, big giveaways, and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Register online now at trinbagoevents.com. Part proceeds go to the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. For more information, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. Run fast, run strong, run Stefan Run.
Cipriani Labor College, get ready for
Two Fat Fellas.
Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd of March.
Cipriani Labor College, 2 nights only.
Two Fat Fellas stars, Cecilia, Penny, Kevon, Zachary, Rachel, and Rody.
Tickets available at Dorman Shoe Store, Long Circular Mall, Anthony's Floral Val Park, Electronics Arima, K-Square Stores, Eastgates Mall, Brentwood Plaza, C3 Center, and the Falls at West Mall. CLR box office opens on the 19th of March. And islandetickets.com. For more info, call 683-4843 or 683-0356.
Two Fat Fellas.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo Settlement number 2 Valsain between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountain. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. We really have a different kind of style. The elders did it to me as a child, and this is how we know that we are alive. Vincy people never need to go to start a vibe. It's Vincy time, June and July. You need to fly down to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
All right, so we're back, and we want to get straight to it, okay? I'm going to read you the story here. There's a lot in it with Ariana. Ariana Ramdial, the 11-year-old that died recently, and Ariana's father is demanding justice, okay? This is a very ticklish story, but it speaks to a few things. In terms of when a father and a mother is separated, or a man and a woman separated, and the child have to live with one or the other. But there was something just that it's I don't know. I'm going to read you the story. We're going to take a listen to this, right? And then we're going to open the phone line and take some calls. Grief-stricken father Suresh Ramdial is pleading for answers and justice after the sudden death of his 11-year-old daughter Ariana Ramdial. The tragedy has since shaken a school community and left a family fractured. Now, speaking with Guardian Media, the devastated father said he attended his daughter's postmortem examination but agreed to allow additional forensic tests to be conducted. As a result, the examination is now expected to take place on Monday, which was yesterday. prolonging the agonizing wait for clarity about how the Standard 4 people died. He said, quote, up to this morning when I asked the people to run further tests down in the morgue, she was vexed with me for asking to run further tests to see if it's drugs that killed her or if it is from the sexual abuse or what it is. I need some kind of justice for my child. Now, this is the father acknowledging that sexual abuse took place. Right? And I think when he talk about the she who was vexed, he talking about the child mother. Right? So Ariana, a student of the Karani Hindu Primary School, died at hospital on Thursday after days of illness. However, there are conflicting accounts from relatives and school officials about Ariana's condition before her death, deepening the mystery surrounding her final days. Through tears yesterday, Suresh, the father, described a bond with his daughter that endured despite his separation from the mother. Right? He recalled a haunting final interaction, a simple act of love that never reached his child. All right? On the morning that she died, Suresh said he was heading out to find work laying tiles when he encountered Ariana's mother around dawn in Cuba. Right? He said, quote, around 5 a.m. I bought some fruits and I told her to carry it for my daughter. She never got to eat the fruits. She passed away before. The father said the news left him shattered. He said, when I heard that she passed away that morning, I was devastated. Suresh also made troubling claims that his daughter had previously disclosed sexual abuse to him, an allegation he believes was never properly investigated. And this is what he went on to say. The rape took place in 2024, either August or September, around August or September. I only saw my child in June 2025. That was the first time I saw her since the rape. And that is the only time I get to find out from my daughter herself that she was actually sexually abused. Now you're talking about a little girl who is 11 years old in 2026. So when she was raped in 2024, she would have been 9 years old. So you're talking about a 9-year-old child. Being raped in August, September 2024, and the father is saying that he only gets to see the child in June of 2025. So my child got raped in September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 9 months pass, and I now see my child. And he said when he saw the child and 9 months later, that's when the child said for herself that she was raped. So apparently you only hear about it in September from whomever, maybe the child mother or wherever, because he said the child told him herself in June of 2025 about the incident. He said when he confronted the child's mother, he was told that the matter had been handled, but he disagreed strongly. He said, quote, it's not being handled how it's supposed to. That length of time, people are supposed to be arrested by now. An investigation is supposed to be going on. And nothing ever takes place, he complained. Suresh said he contacted the Children's Authority hotline at the time, hoping intervention would follow. Now, the media confirmed that the Trinidad and Tobago Police Services Special Victims Unit was investigating a report of sexual abuse against the child. On Thursday, a senior official from the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, which operates the school, said the organization was, quote, deeply hurt and devastated by her death, noting that investigations by police and the Ministry of Education are underway. Mahasabha Secretary General Vijay Maharaj indicated that initial reports from school officials suggested bruising had been observed on the child and there were reports of possible abuse. However, a close relative subsequently disputed those claims, insisting there were no signs of violence and suggesting that Ariana had instead been bullied at school. Who is that relative? The mother? That's what I want to know. According to the relative, the child complained of shoulder pain after being pushed against a concrete sink by another child and later developed fever, vomiting, and weakness. Ariana was reportedly treated at the Mountfort Pediatric Children's Hospital and later referred again after a visit to the St. Helena Health Center when her condition worsened. Medical personnel reported diagnosed gastroenteritis during an earlier visit, though the child's health continued to deteriorate. A relative noted that the child's condition worsened after being administered medication to ease her pain. Police have not confirmed any version of events publicly. Officers have interviewed the child's mother as part of standard procedure, and authorities say the official cause of death will be determined during the autopsy. And yesterday, the father, Suresh, lamented that the conflicting narratives only deepen his anguish. Standing between grief and unanswered questions, he described a pain no parent should endure. All right, and Guardian Media was awaiting a response from the Children's Authority about that report that the father made and what action was taken. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, it's not going to be verified until the news on the autopsy, right? But if the child was being sexually abused, why was the child allowed to stay in that environment? Because the media is saying that they confirm with the TTPS a report and an investigation on such. And yet still, despite the report and the ongoing investigation, the child was allowed to stay in that environment. Now, we could sit down here and pussyfoot around the situation, but this is the reality of the day. And it has happened before. I'm not saying that this is the scenario in this incident. I'm just saying that it happens. That when a child father is separated from his girl child, and the girl child, because you know what the court on them is rule, most likely the child had to stay with the mother. Right, the woman does always get custody. But then woman does bring man into the life. And the man now touching your daughter. And when your daughter complain, you don't believe your daughter, you feel your daughter lying on the man. And this is how it is go. Right? Many times. So I'm saying, you can't have TTPS, Children's Authority, and other options available, right? And a report is made, the child is allegedly sexually abused. You have the school saying that there have been reports of that they have noticed bruising on the child and, levels of abuse. But some relative is trying to say, well, it isn't so the child was being bullied at school, but the school is not saying so. Right? And you have the father saying that the child was raped. And you have all of this going on, and nobody's taking care of the child. Who's seeking the child interest in this whole matter? Because you can't tell me, if that was my child and my child get raped in September 2024, let me say she get raped Monday, September 2024, brother man, Monday night, in the absence of a legal firearm, I would have been in front of that house with a tree line. You understand what I'm telling you? That's me. Might sound violent earlier, but that is how people respond realistically when things like that happen to the children. It's something that happened to me. And, well, there are occasions, there was one occasion where I followed to the man over a game of pool, and I turned my back on the man, and the man hit me a pool cue to my neck, could have killed me. And my father would have killed anybody in sight. Actually, he did. He hit everything in sight to find that man. And when he did find the man, he hold on to him by Marval Road by TTT there. And nearly kill him with licks, with a lead pipe. That is the rage that a parent could get into when people interfere with the children. You think where I'm coming from? And I ain't feeling that same passion and that same concern in this situation. It's like the child was just left there. To be a victim. I don't know if I'm interpreting this wrong. But whatever the autopsy say, I hope they get to the bottom of it. Because our child needs justice. We have had too many situations like this where children have been the victims of heinous crime. And nothing has been done. That can't be allowed to go on. Morning.
Morning. Well, they had the autopsy done yesterday of little girl, and it was nothing, no rape, no nothing apparent. She had some sort of infection that spread throughout her body, and that is what killed her.
All right.
Some natural, the autopsy.
No, but all right, but if that is the case, right? Fine. But what going on with the situations leading up to that? Because obviously there was something going on somewhere.
Well, the father, he too sent the mother say what she had to say, but the autopsy come out and I go with the autopsy.
Yeah, we had to go with the autopsy. Well, I didn't see the report on the autopsy yet.
Natural causes.
I didn't see no updated article this morning. Yeah.
Oh, but condolences to her family, and
probably
just really sad that this young girl, that is her time.
Yeah.
But I know that goes on, life goes on. So the message in this whole thing to me is just try your best and do what you have to do for your children and be around them and try and be involved in their life. I mean, I as a father, I only go take some blame because I could do better. Yeah, that's the next. Son.
But that's the next part, we just have people as make children, and you go fall out to that woman and that kind of thing, always separate. And then, some men just go through the stress where they don't know work, they might be looking for a job, they don't know money to get a child. Then sometimes you just end up in another situation where because of the woman holding spite for you, and they just don't want you to see the child because they hate they have for you. They're trying to keep you away from your child and all these little things now. Well, but we need to fix that, man.
That is something I find for adults is real stupidness, because me and you have issues. What the child do that my issue, no issue, we have to bring it to the child. At the end of the day, the child didn't ask to come here. We bring forth this child on this earth. We have to do our best and maintain and provide for our child. Whatever problems we have, we deal with the situation and decide. But the child and the trainer not supposed to be involved.
But did it?
Be the sad thing about it, that course here.
Did the report say? I will look for the updated. I will wait on the updated thing to be posted in the paper. But did it say what caused the infection?
No, they didn't say, but they say natural causes.
Natural causes. So then,
sometimes they find.
So when
it has some kind of rare sickness that just appear just so.
Yeah, but when the child went to the hospital then, right? Because according to the report, when the child went to the hospital, they gave the child some medication to ease the pain. But at no point in time does the report in the paper say what the doctors established was the problem with the child.
Oh, well, at that point in time, they're trying to make a money to sell the paper because let me tell you something, Stefan. I can use an example of my wife. You understand? My wife went to hospital. They do tests. Next thing they tell she about is she had jaundice, right?
Right.
She has set a medication for jaundice. A week passed, a whole week passed, and a senior doctor said, but like, wait, this woman getting all this medication and in improvement. What is going on? The man decide for himself to go and do some personal test. You need to know the jaundice?
Right.
It's gallstone something, and they gain the human medicine for a whole different ailment she do have.
Exactly.
You understand? A whole different ailment you do have. So at the end of the day, sometimes, yes, we appreciate we are really hospital, but sometimes you had to run private because in general hospital, they can't pay attention to what is going on. You're dead inside of the, understand? So right now, I more or less believe in the autopsy, and I die by going with.
All right.
And it'll make somebody that chance to fund.
Yeah, no problem, man. No, we had to go with what the autopsy say, but what I'm saying, it still doesn't take away from the fact, all of the cause of death might have been that. It doesn't take away from the fact that you have the father saying that the child was raped in 2024, an investigation was going on into that, and nothing was being done. And the child was still left in that same space and environment. Morning.
Yeah, morning, Stefan.
Yeah.
Sorry to say this, but down to the father and all, every single body fail that child. The school fail that child, the father fail that child, the mother fail that child. If a report was made to the police, even the police.
The police, the children's authority, even the doctors in the hospital.
Everybody. Correct is right. You understand? And you see, this is a recurring event in Trinidad, man.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, for years these things happening. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this little child years ago, the Amatudo girl child. You understand? Yeah, the killer in jail now, but why is he still alive? You understand what I'm saying? Man, this place is just busting.
All right, man. Yeah, morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, morning. To be honest, the entire system failed this child. The entire system, talk about the medical, the educational, all these systems failed this child leading up to these events.
Right.
Right? And it shows where it is certain legislation and people in positions are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're
Agreed.
just collecting a salary. Right?
Agreed.
And saying that, I have a work. Right? Look at that. Look at the when you're checking your autopsy and you're doing follow-up, they just rule it out as what? Natural death through sepsis. So what caused the sepsis? What caused the infection? Right? What caused the pneumonia, the onset of pneumonia and all that?
Yeah.
Right? It would just happen just so. Right? What is the medical history of the child? Right? Check cause of whatever domino effect took place. Right? If he's saying the child was raped, was any sort of blood test done to determine any sort of other viral infection would cause that? Right? The abuse, the blunt force trauma, or whatever to the organs, anything damage, right, that is not treated could lead up to sepsis as well.
Right.
Right? It shouldn't be just so close cut. Yeah, she had sepsis and she died. Oh well. No, this place had to get better than that. You had to get better than that.
Yeah.
And that is what instead of fighting, I've been telling you the truth, instead of fighting, they keep them criminals and them out of jail. They should be fighting for people like this.
Yeah. I agree. Especially, thanks a lot. Yeah, especially children. You know what I mean? We have to do better for children. You understand? You can't tell me the child reaching the hospital, so all you examine the child properly to realize what the issue is, that there's some kind of infection, and get the child some medication for pain, to ease the pain, and then what? Morning. Yeah, man, go ahead.
Stefan, morning, man. Adi Grong here. Stefan?
Yeah, go ahead.
But there is something, yeah? You see, life we live in, the country we live in, around the world, there are plenty of women who just take the spot of a mother and a father, single parent I'm talking about. And it also goes in both ways. But a father will take the step of a mother and a father at the same time. Now, what you're saying about women just be bringing in men, yes, it does happen. It does happen.
No, I'm
At the
just
end
saying
of the
that's
day,
one scenario,
report-
eh? I'm not saying that's the whole thing. I just pointed out one scenario, okay? I'm not
Yeah,
saying that is
is
the be
one.
all and end all. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that is one, it's true, is one, but that will be the most important one because you know going on, there's one thing you're nothing but that man. Anyway, so what I know, and I have proof, right, that it's about an individual in the area who was with a woman and he was the godfather of the child. He used to bring home the child of the age of 10, 11 years. That woman come and die. Right now he living with the woman, the godchild. Right? Everybody know that in the area. And now that she pick up her friend on the outside now and is real bacchanal. So let me tell you something. Sometimes you don't even know what's going on with your own child. You know what I'm telling you? But if that was my child, brother man, I'd deal with it different. And the kind of life we live in right now, every individual just now will have a choco flower under their bed waiting to protect their own self. Have a blessed one, Stefan.
All right, man, thanks. Let me just tell you, well, one of the callers said they mentioned sepsis. All right, so sepsis is a life-threatening medical emergency with a high fatality rate, killing approximately 30% of patients. While advanced septic shock kills over 50% of cases without prompt treatment, while mortality is decreasing with better care, often 15 to 25% in hospitals. Hold on, caller. Rapid treatment is critical as risk increases by 4 to 9% for every hour delayed. Right? My thing is this. If that was the cause of death, as established by the autopsy, when they took the child to the hospital, you can't tell me that that child under proper examination, this is a child. When a child goes to the hospital, I expect that you're going to examine the child properly. Because the way that what I'm reading in the paper, going by what I read, I am going by what I read. It's as if, well, the child was on some pain, they give the child some painkillers and get the child out of the hospital. But I don't get the impression that some proper examination was done that could have established, well, okay, because at no point in the time in the article do they say that the child was taken to the hospital and upon examination, the doctors realized it was ABCXYZ and tried to administer XYZ. At no point in time does the article say that. Morning. Yeah.
Stefan, just imagine a 12-year-old, this is what we are hearing taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. A 12 years old died. They do an autopsy, and the report is that she died from natural causes. Something wrong with we in this country, or we mad or what? A 98-year-old person will go and do an autopsy, and the report would come with complications from every single arthritis, this, that, and all kind of thing. A 12-year-old who have the entire life to live dies, goes into our medical institution, and then conclude an autopsy of natural causes. I wonder if Akil Chambers died from natural causes also, or if Amy Amanturo died from natural causes, if this is the way how the things is operate.
Right.
Because something, and you know the bottom line to all this is people have to be a little more conscious about what the lifestyle they live, how they decide to bring children into this world, what we present in them, what opportunities, what condition we bring in children into this world. And then, you know, we now in a situation where we have everybody else to blame, and who suffer the most?
The child.
You understand? We have to think a little bit, man. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Just because you meet a woman, you want to make a child with she, you can't help yourself, she can't help herself, you bring a child in the world, and then where's the situation? Have a good morning, Stefan.
All
Take care. Again, this is how we live, natural causes. Take care.
All right, so I'm going to take a break, but just as I prepare to go to the break here, let me take this final call. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. How are you going?
Hi, cool man.
Sepsis is normally introduced into the body via a wound or something of that effect.
Right.
For a little child, if she had a wound, it must be easily visible unless the wound was not in a place where it was visible and related to the claim that the father made before, which the doctors should have picked up, as you said, with a proper examination.
Right.
And the responsibility of the doctor then would have been to pass it to the police. So one of your callers called earlier, and I agree with him. That child was failed by the system, by society, now, I don't want to say by her father as well, but to tell you the truth, I always tell people I go sit down in jail for my family.
I just say the same thing.
That's the one thing. I don't break the law. I generally stick by the law, but I go sit down in jail for my family. So, it's just something that's very unfortunate, and that little child, boy. Anyway, thank you,
man.
sir.
All right, man, thanks. Yeah, and let me tell you something. You see that saying? My father always used to tell me that, My father always used to tell me, let me tell you something, I make a jail for you, If you're right. If something happened, right, and you get in trouble, but you're right, in terms of you was defending yourself or whatever the case might be, he said, I will make the jail for you. But if you're wrong, you will stand your consequences. But as it relates to anybody putting their hand on me, my father that kill you, I'm telling you. And I mean, in the later after, when I got robbed, when they robbed me the car and thing, and the man put the gun to me and thing, I remember when I run inside the night, boy, and I say, boy, I get robbed, the boy, then open a gun to me and take the car. I see the look on my father's face. If my father was 10 years younger, and he wasn't in the position he was in, he would have been out the house. Hunting them men. I tell you, That's what my old man was, They don't afraid nobody, You understand? You would have been out that house. I know I tell it all here. I see it actually. That's a parent for you. That's parents, A parent will go to the extreme to protect the children. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, there are situations where you have separations between men and women who get together, they fall out of love to the point where they hate each other, and the child suffers. You know what I mean? And then the court as well, you know what I mean? The courts are very compassionate towards the mother. It's only the other day I realized in doing some research, I didn't even realize that if you take a woman to court and she's pregnant, she go win the matter? All you know, fellas? If you take, let me just say a woman goes on a rant or wherever, she acts out against you and she abuses you, hits you or wherever, and you take her to court, and she's pregnant, she will win the matter. They will say she was pregnant and, it's a hell of a thing, and quite often, a lot of men who, a man is always seen as not just a father or a male figure, but a protector. And a lot of men who genuinely have a love and a passion for the children. Yes, like you, director. Some are often denied for whatever reasons, as seen by the court or whatever it might be, and they're denied sometimes from being part of the children's lives. And, I just think that, that's not where it should be. If you and a woman get together and only make a child, your responsibility collectively is to the child, regardless of how all you feel about each other after. Because you will like somebody today and hate them tomorrow. It's human nature, right? You could fall into love and out of love, right? It have love, it have hate, but it must never reach to the point where it affects the child. You understand? The child mustn't pay the price for that. That is on the family end of things. The police, you get a report like that. I don't know what actions you all took, with the exception of launching an investigation. I don't know what steps you all took, whatever the case might be. They said they interviewed the child mother as part of procedure in terms of this incident that occurred, where the child has lost her life, you know. And the other thing is, in the story here, the father says that he bunks up the mother on the morning of in Cuba, and he bought some fruits and he gave it to the mother to take to the child. But if the child was sick to the point where, well, who was taking care of the child? Whose care was the child in at that point in time? When the two earlier bunks up in Cuba. If the child was in all that pain, obviously, because the child died. So, like I say, it has some missing parts in the whole thing. But nevertheless, we had to go to the break. I done gone over this second hour here by a little way. But there's things to think about, boy, you know. We have a lot of, not everything is politics out here, you know. I mean, we just come and we just talk about all the political issues, and we could come and talk about all kind of things this morning. But I think we have a lot of social issues that need ventilating, and we need to have a conversation on a lot of things. Anyway, Jameson. Let me get to Jameson now. So we want to remind you that you can boost your immune system with Jameson immunity products to fight off the seasonal sniffles. They have the cold fighter with echinacea. They also have the vitamin C chews with the honey lemon flavor. And for additional support, you could try the delicious vitamin D3 chews and ultra strength zinc. Chew, fight, and feel amazing with Jameson trusted vitamins and minerals. And we also have Steel Force. So we've got to remind you as well to check out Steel Force Caribbean Limited. They're located at number 47. What's going on with this here? Oh, yeah, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal. They're your newest choice of steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks, and pipes all set at API standards. They offer a wide range of services for residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. You can give them a call on 490-2771 or 399-7590. And finally, we want to remind you about the Keolic range of products backed by science, and all include that aged garlic extract. Several products in the range, and they include the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, the total heart health, the circulation health, and they have the Keo Green Powder drink mix as well as the probiotics. So pick up any one of these products at a pharmacy or health store across the country. You could also WhatsApp 728-0338 for more details. All right, we're going to take a break. We are, what are we? Oh, 7:10. Let's take a quick one now, and we'll come back with this Netanyahu madness. Stay tuned.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Get ready for the highest paying 5K in Trinidad and Tobago. Run Stefan Run, Sunday, April 26, 2026, Queens Royal College. Start time, 6 a.m. Over $40,000 in cash prizes. $5,000 for the first place male and first place female runner. Cash prizes for the top 10 finishers, male and female. Age group prizes, big giveaways, and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Register online now at trinbagoevents.com. Part proceeds go to the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. For more information, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. Run fast, run strong, run Stefan Run.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations: at 13 Montague Avenue, Trin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
All right, so we're back. We have a few moments here. Let me see what time it is. We're 18 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. So let's get straight to this. There has been several reports coming out from social media and certain countries, right? Remember I say is where the source, you have to go to the source of the information, right? Now, there is one video that could explain it all. You have the, oh God, which one it is, boy? Is the, let me see the videos you have there with the Israeli, with Netanyahu. I can't remember what label I want, you know. But you had put it on, you had put it up earlier with Swan. Nah, not that one. No, there's the video with him in the coffee shop. But forget that, you'll come, this one. Run this one for me. This one, yeah, this guy explains it perfectly. It will save us time for me explaining it. Go ahead.
New video proving that Benjamin Netanyahu is not dead, except it's fake. Hold on, it really is. But there are two issues here. There's the technical side, because this sloppily made video is clearly AI once again. And then there's the context side, because if the video were real, and it's not, it makes zero sense. Let's talk about it here, because the clip released on Sunday shows that the Prime Minister is in perfect health. There he is, standing in what looks like a roadside cafe, joking with the camera. At one point, he even raises his hands and counts his fingers. He only has 5, not 6 fingers like he did in the last AI video. It's also hilarious. The problem with this video, though, is that it's also clearly AI. This isn't just AI. It's sloppy AI. First of all, notice the cup of coffee here. It's filled to the point of overflowing. But then Netanyahu picks up the cup. Nothing spills, despite the coffee sloshing around inside. Then when he takes a drink, there's no visible change in the level of the drink. No spill, no ripple. Later, he reaches down to put his hand in his pocket. And the pocket, you see there, it magically jumps over to cover his hand. Never seen a pocket do that in real life. Then today, a second video surfaced. This one supposedly shows Netanyahu hiking in the hills outside of Jerusalem. Uh-oh, except this video is also AI. But if you watch this particular video, watch here, you see Bibi is walking over to put his hand on the back of a chair. Except he has a ring on his finger when his hand starts to move, and then magically that ring disappears as he reaches for the chair. And then, once his hand gets there, poof, the ring is back. So, both of these videos have elements that are telltale signs of AI-generated videos. What about the context? Step back and look at the bigger picture. Right now, President Donald Trump is traveling internationally, meeting with allies, attempting to manage the fallout from a war that is rapidly expanding. See, the president is calling on NATO to get involved in this war and securing the Strait of Hormuz. But Netanyahu, he isn't doing any of that. In fact, in the last week, he has met with no one, not one world leader. And it's not just meetings. Netanyahu has not held a live press conference in days. He was not present at the country's security meeting on Saturday, and he missed the war meeting today. Absent from both in the middle of a massive war in which his country is struck by missile attack daily. But he really needs a cup of coffee and a photo op at an observation deck. This is ridiculous. There have been no major televised addresses, no interviews, just short videos posted online. Well, there is.
All right. So, reports started to come out over the weekend about Netanyahu being dead. Nobody has seen him since. Right? Nobody has seen him since. He hasn't done any live appearances. And I have to say, logically, right? This video here in the coffee shop. There is also, forget that one. Yeah, along with his 6 generals and whatever. That was the report. This is the coffee shop video? Right. Run that video for me from the top.
מה שאלת אותי? ראש הממשלה אומרים ברשת שאתה בכלל מת? אני מת על קפה, אתה יודע מה? אני מת על העם שלי. איך הם מתנהגים, פנטסטי. אתה רוצה לספור את מספר אצבעות? אתה יכול להראות לנו? פה. פה. היית? יפה מאוד. לחיים. ראש הממשלה מסר לאנשים שיוצאים ומתאווררים? לצאת להתאוורר, אבל ליד מרחב מוגן. והעמידה שלכם היא מדהימה, נותנת כוח לי, לממשלה, לצה"ל, למוסד. אנחנו עושים דברים שאני לא יכול לשתף ברגע זה, אבל עושים דברים מכים באיראן חזק מאוד, גם ביום הזה, גם בלבנון, ממשיכים. אתם אומרים לי להמשיך? אני אומר לכולכם, גם אתם תמשיכו. תמשיכו להישמע להוראות פיקוד העורף, כל הזמן, להישמע להוראות פיקוד העורף, וגם לראשי הערים, להיות תמיד ליד מרחב מוגן. ואנחנו נקל ככל שהדבר ניתן. ותודה לך על הקפה, הוא מצוין. אני לא יודע לגבי הקלוריות, זה נראה לי מסוכן מאוד.
Fellas, that AI, right? It's not fully AI yet. Because there was a guy that broke it down. He said he's into AI technology. And he put that video down as being real. But here's the thing. There's a register on the counter. And that register, when they zoomed in, was saying the 15th of the 2nd, 2024. So it could have been a visit. Even that panning with the camera, that could be AI'd? Okay, the video itself could be real, but the person in the video is AI. So they could have, all right. So what Chris has explained to me is it could be a real video that they used, and then they put it into AI and say, replace this and replace that, and right. Now, here's the thing, They put out this video over the weekend as proof of life. And I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out why you would do that then. When he could just step out and say, hey, look, we're here, If you understand what I'm saying. For you to be in the middle of a war that you have fueled, right? Because he started this whole thing with Iran, right? and you having war meetings and you're absent. You have not made a public appearance for the week. And while all this war going on, you're telling me that you going to a coffee shop to have coffee and strolling about the place like nothing going on? And the guy who explained it there, Brand Swan, he said it at the end, context. I always talk about context. Let's take the context. You're not going to be in the middle of a war, missile launching left, right, and center, and you just out strolling on a Sunday for coffee, right? It have one label, the walkabout. Netanyahu walkabout. Yes, run that one for me. There's another video they released recently, over the weekend. Run that one.
איזה יופי.
תודה רבה.
תודה לכם.
תודה רבה.
תודה לכם. טוב, קצת לספוג שמש. תודה לכם. של מי הכלב? שלך. איזה סוג זה?
נענית, ישראלית.
נענית ישראלית, כל הכבוד. טוב, גם לה מגיע קצת.
ישראלית אמיתית.
יאללה, לכולכם מגיע. יצאתם להתעורר קצת?
כן.
יפה מאוד. תראה, על ירושלים, יש משהו יותר יפה מזה?
אין על ירושלים.
אין על ירושלים, אין, נהדר.
הוא השתגע מזה.
תשמע, אני זוכר את זה.
אתה זוכר? קוראים לו גיא.
זה היה במטוס, אוקיי, תמסרו לו דש. איזה יופי. שלום. שלום לכם. גם אתם יצאתם קצת להתעורר?
קצת להתעורר. כמובן שיש מרחב מוגן במקום כזה.
מרחב מוגן, איפה את יודעת?
ממש שמה, בטח. א' ב' זה לבדוק.
כמה צעדים מכאן, נכון?
כמה צעדים.
יופי, זה הכי חשוב.
צעד לנצח ואנחנו נשמור על עצמנו.
מצוין, זה בדיוק.
חד משמעית.
את אמרת הכי טוב. הציבור מבין את העניין. אבל הנה הפרט הכי חשוב. איך קוראים לך?
שיר.
מה ששיר אמר, ואת?
שיר גם.
יש לנו שני שירים כאן. מה ששיר ושיר אמרו זה הדבר המרכזי. צריך להבין, זה דורש אורך רוח, אבל זה גם אפשר לפעמים לצאת לרוח, להתאוורר, אבל תמיד להיות ליד מרחב מוגן וגם...
All right. Chris, they claim a nice AI too. That's the one with the ring when it disappear. Right? So you telling me the technology has reached to the place where they could put him in having a whole conversation with these people here? You have a video explaining it? All right, Chris line up a video to explain this to us. I want you to understand the world that we're living in now, you know. Now, I don't know if he's dead or if he's alive, because I haven't heard any major network like the BBCs or the CNNs or the MS, the only ones I like to look at. I haven't seen any one of them report on it. There was a news report coming out from North Korea, but we can't trust that. The same way we can't trust Iran and their reports, right? So I can't, but I think Trump was in a meeting recently, and they call him out of the meeting, And I don't know, that was around the same time they say he was, that Netanyahu was dead. But yeah, you have it? Run me there's a little short video explaining how the technology works with this AI thing. Because if you're watching that, just scrolling through, you will tell yourself that real, you know. Huh? The man on top is the real person. All right. So we have a video. Pull up the video that Chris pulled up there. Okay. So apparently,
hear me out.
All of the video that's going to explain it. So the guy on top is the real guy. And he's going to be acting, and the AI is just going to replace him. That's what it is? All right. Run that. Let me see how it works.
All of your favorite movies and animations are going to be completely acted out by someone else in the next 2 years. So I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about this in the next 20 seconds so that you can do this for yourself and stay ahead of the curve. So right now you have two options with this new AI video model called WAN 2.2. The first option is character swap, and this will actually replace the character in the same filming location that you recorded in. The second option is photo animate, and this will actually output on the same background as the reference image that you provided. This is absolutely mind-blowing. Hear me out. All of your favorite movies and animations are going to be...
Right, so the guy in the top is talking, and he is talking and saying what he's saying, right? And the AI is replacing his image with whoever he wants to replace it with, right? In that case, he was using two women. One is Taylor Swift? Right. So one is Taylor Swift, right? And the other one is who? Billie Eilish. All right. Right. So you see how it's working, right? Wow. Nah, boy. Yeah, come back. This getting. So I don't know. Anyhow, on the reports, that is how serious the technology is right now. I do not know how credible these reports on Netanyahu being dead is, but I'm digging. I'm still looking. I will have to go to the deep dark web for certain information for this. But I find it very strange that he is not appearing in public and that he missed his war meeting, right? Which he usually attends. I find it very strange that his son, because they say his son was killed in the attack too, that his son is not posted on X, and his son usually posts on X like 30 to 80 times a day, and he hasn't posted since. So I do not know if this is some ploy to make him appear to be dead. I do not know. People have all sorts of wild conspiracies out there that's currently circulating. It's amazing to see this thing unfold on social media with all of the different reports and all of the different social media people and who doing research and who connecting this dot to that dot and wherever, right? Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But as you all learned in the pandemic, what I do is I will look at the information and I'll weigh it out, and logistically, from a logistical standpoint, I will come up with an assessment, right? And I tell you, living in a world, but that was before AI, yeah? Right now, we're living in a world where you don't know what is real and what is fake. It's like almost everything in the world is fake today. And you don't know what to trust. And that's why I asked people the other day, what do you trust? What is your source of information? Who do you trust in this world today? Morning, look at where that technology reach. Now, it have some glitches, but for them to put it out as proof of life, they would have known it was glitch. They would have known those glitches exist. Make no mistake about it. Anybody sit down in a high position with all that technology at their fingertips, and they put out that video, they know that you're going to notice that that ring disappear. They know that you're going to notice that the coffee ain't spill. They know that. So they had to put that out for a reason. Morning.
Yes, sir, for morning.
Yeah, what's going on?
It is our boy. I watching a documentary some time back with the intelligence services around the world, and they say Israel is tops in computer technology,
But the kind of technology they have,
they say they're good like that.
I do not think they would put out a video with all those flaws that they know people will scrutinize the video because the rumor of him being dead is going to come out. And then they're going to put out these videos knowing that rumor out there. It's not confirmed, but the rumor is there. And they're going to put out these videos with all these glitches. Something.
No, but Israel good like that. I remember they had the Mossad too, eh?
The what?
Remember Israel had the intelligence service called the Mossad.
Yes.
Which is the deadliest part of the intelligence service. They have a bacchanal with Canada where a set of Israeli agents went to Canada using Canadian passport to kill our scientists.
Okay. I didn't know about that one.
It was on. Yeah, I watched the video with that, and then walking around the hotel, dressed up like with tennis racket, like they go and play tennis and thing, and that time they're marking the man to take him out,
Yeah. Okay.
But they use Canadian passport, but from that documentary I see, they say Israel, you can't touch them when it comes to computer technology. They're good like that.
All right, no problem. Thanks a lot. Let's see if I can take a couple more very quickly here. Morning. But we live in a world right now that it's scary. Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah.
So my question is, if we're not conspiracy theorists, but then what actually do we believe? Because the bombing with the school in Iran, they say the Americans was using 10-year-old
What intelligence?
Intelligence, on the ground intelligence, that is 10 years old, right? So the buildings and the drawings, that was 10 years old.
But they said it wasn't registered as a school. It was being used for storing ammunition.
No.
All kind of thing out there.
No, those facts, I'm saying to you, the facts is 10 years old, right?
Right, go ahead.
I'm saying at the same time, who do you place your belief in? Who do we place our belief in? Because the target was actually next door in the school, you know. The preferred target was next door to the school.
Right.
So then, when you flip the script, who are you going to believe? Which side you're going to believe? The underdog? Are we to believe the underdog?
Well,
or are we to believe the oppressor?
Well, my point is, in the context of the question that you're asking, right? As to who and what do we believe? We always had that problem, you know. Right? You following me?
Yeah.
Right. Now, it's becoming even more difficult with the type of technology it have now. Because that is an AI video, you know, with Netanyahu in a coffee shop, you know.
Right.
Right? So I'm saying, now that it have this technology here, we already had a problem establishing who do we believe? What is the real truth? And now we have a technology that gives us a whole other obstacle to overcome in terms of trying to establish what is real and what is not real.
So we know how to ask ourselves now, who is the topper in terms of propaganda? Because you may think now that this is which side propaganda? The side that I want to believe, or the side that I don't want to believe? Which one is the propaganda? So we have to search self now to find out and look to history. Is when you go back and you roll it back and you see who was using propaganda for their benefit. Who is the master puppet controller now using propaganda? That is what needs to be analyzed. It's falling in our own garden right here. They can't use the video with the man who killed Dana Sital. The video is obsolete. They have it, but they can't present it in court.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, they're using lie detector all over the world. You're using lie detector to enter the police service, but you cannot use it to bring up a case to the court.
All right, cool, man.
Later.
No, that's the question. I mean, what do you believe? That's the kind of world we live in, man. Morning.
Mr. Stefan.
Yeah, what we done?
The same coffee shop with the BBC had ruled it as not AI, but then BBC being sued by Donald Trump for a couple billion, right?
Right.
For the video them created, and then they took come and say them they cut and paste. So we wait to see, and we wait to believe. You gotta believe revelation. That is all. All the conspiracy theories come out there and tell you when Jesus coming. Or let's dive in the dark web, Or let's search everything and tell me when you're coming back.
Boy.
That is all. And by the way, you see you got the bombing with the, it's talk about the bombing that's now with the children in Iran. This morning I wake up, but nobody talking about the Afghanistan-Pakistan war. Why nobody talking about that? That come like the killings in Nigeria and things like what going on against ISIS and everybody's a Christian. Nobody talking about that.
Yeah.
This morning, international news say Afghanistan bomb, Pakistan bomb a hospital in Afghanistan and 400 people dead, supposedly. And that during the holy month of Ramadan, and both of them is of the Muslim faith.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not front page news.
No.
I see it.
That's
not front page news.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know for what reason. Have a good morning.
Yeah, man. It's funny who we hold accountable to, eh? You know what I mean? There are times that people make a decision on who they want to be accountable based on their belief or their bias or whatever the case is, right? Me, I keep in my thing one way, right? I think that the world needs some sort of police, and I don't think I would trust anybody else but America to police the world and keep law and order. There are those who would differ. That's fine. But I'm going to take this final call. Morning. Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, morning, Stefan.
Yes, sir.
Well, the greatest yesterday, I see a post where my in-laws are telling me, you know, look at here is the law now where you can't smoke outside and police locking up people. Look at there. I don't know what's wrong with our prime minister. She gone off. People can't smoke nowhere now, all kind of thing.
What?
No, I tell them, okay, that is propaganda. I say that is PNM propaganda. I say where that news come from? Some Tobago news source. My Lord. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, man. No, you had to be careful. I had to go to the break and get to set wire. But you had to be careful. And you know, like I say, I personally, I didn't used to believe this all the time, but I have come to the belief that you had a law and order in the world, you need a superpower to manage that and police that. And like I say, I would trust the United States of America to do that. But that doesn't mean that they don't push their own propaganda too. Yeah? But the same energy we just put behind when America might do something wrong is the same energy we must have when people being slaughtered all over the world in certain countries. You understand what I'm saying? When they was killing out Christians in Nigeria the other day, just killing them out because they're Christian, nobody wasn't concerned about that. When over 100,000 people was killed in the last, just this year alone, under that Iranian regime, nobody was saying nothing. When Venezuelan people was being oppressed, you understand? Under the Maduro, nobody was saying nothing. But when America acts, everybody is want to hold them accountable. And I'm just saying that, fine, no problem, let me hold them accountable. But at the same time, let me hold them fellas accountable to that. You know what I mean? And put our same energy behind it. You know? So, I guess it's based on your, the ideology that you believe and, wherever you stand in terms of the geopolitical situations. But we have a serious problem, all right? And we have a bigger problem coming now because we had to be very careful. We had a double and triple check thing now because before, like I said, when you get your news from certain sources, the news themselves and the media would have turned and twisted a story in order to bend it to whichever side they prefer and whatever agenda they are pushing. You see it with the COVID pandemic and that kind of thing, right? So we know that exists, and we just went through a period of what do we believe? And now, to compound that, you have this AI technology that is being advanced every day. It's getting better and better and better and better and better. And it's becoming harder to establish, is this real or is this fake? And you will come across it in your feed and say, nah boy, that's real. And this time it's some fake propaganda video that they put out using some updated AI technology, and you just didn't pick up on it, you know. So we have to be extra careful as to what we put out there now. But in terms of Israel and Netanyahu, I think they put out those videos because they wanted people to see those videos. They just hide everything in plain sight, you know. Everything is hidden in plain sight, you know. Don't get tapped, you know. And I'm saying, with the kind of technology that exists and the kind of technology they possess, the AI programs that Chris Sunday, who's searching the web, the AI programs that they have access to, is kindergarten programs to what governments have, you know, at their disposal, you know. So, with the kind of technology they have, to put out those two videos with those glitches and those flaws, they knew, I telling all you, they know you're going to see that, and you're going to talk about it, and you're going to share it, and you're going to start a whole conversation. They know that people will watch it, scrutinize it, and say, look, that's fake. It have people who sit down whole day just looking for those things. Like they are no work. Right? So, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. We take the break, we come back with Set Organic. Yes, that's where we're headed. We'll find out about all this organic talk, all the organic products that people seem to be into these days. Seth will talk to that when we return. Stay tuned.
Cipriani Labour College, get ready for
Two Fat Fellas.
Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd of March.
Cipriani Labour College, 2 nights only.
Two Fat Fellas stars, Cecilia, Kenny, Kevon, Zachary, Rachel, and Rody. Tickets available at Dorman Shoe Store, Long Circular Mall, Anthony's Floral, Val Park, Electronics Arima, K-Square Stores, Eastgate Mall, Brentwood Plaza, C3 Center, and the Falls at West Mall. CLR box office opens on the 19th of March. And islandetickets.com. For more info, call 683-4843 or 683-0356.
Two Fat Fellas.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it's my deadly.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C, and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality unbleached bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Introducing the new Sun Mix Nut Bar. Available in 3 delicious flavors: granola raisin nut, almond cranberry crunch, and coconut almond crisp. All packed on a rich bed of dark chocolate.
Taste the good life, snack right. Taste the good life anytime. The good life. Sun Mix.
Sunshine Snacks Sun Mix Nut Bar. Taste the good life.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, so we're back. I'm going to fix myself. Seth will join us. He's coming in now via Zoom. I'm now telling them fellas there during the break, right? I say, boy, ever since I see the Matrix, I start to wonder, if this place really real, You just see things going on in this world. You just have to wonder, you know. You just have to wonder. You have to wonder if all this missile launching and bombing and all kind of thing in some AI thing going on there and you ain't know where you really don't know, you know. We reach the point of no return, you know. I tell them that, you know, technology will be done for a man, you know. I used to say that on radio, and they used to tell me, nah, you're mad or what? I tell you, technology going to be the downfall of mankind. Will be the downfall of mankind. All the wait for it. It coming. I know I tell it all you. All right, so Set is there. All right. So we got 10 minutes with Set. Let's go.
Good morning, Stefan Run.
Morning. Is he real you? All right, no problem. Okay, interesting. Let me see you draw that line there. Go ahead.
All right, so I'll start off with a simple question. Is organic really healthier? From your perspective.
I do not know.
Organic really healthier?
I do not know. I can't say.
And if you ask...
What is organic? What is organic?
That's what I'm coming to. But
right.
I'm going to build up to it. Because if you ask most people, they would say yes. And usually that answer is based on an assumption that most people never actually examine.
Right.
So when you hear the word organic, right, what is it that most people think? They would think that organic would mean something along the lines of it's natural.
Natural, yeah.
It's
cleaner. Yeah.
Chemical free.
Yes.
Healthier. All right. But let's pause and examine that idea a little more carefully. All right. Especially that idea or concept of chemical free. All right. Anything that exists in the physical world, Stefan, is made of chemicals. Every single thing. Right? The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, even our own bodies are made of chemicals.
Right.
All right? And that leads to a very simple conclusion. To be chemical free is to be non-existent. To be chemical free is to be non-existent.
All right.
Because if something truly was chemical free, it would not be food, it would not be water, it would not even be air. It simply would not exist. Right? In fact, take this simple challenge. Try to find something that is organic and chemical free at the same time. Right? And I guarantee you can't find anything. Right? The only place something like that actually exists is right here, between the cranium and the imagination. Right? There is no such thing as something that is chemical free.
Right.
It would not exist. Right? Because the moment something exists in the physical world, right, it is made of chemicals. So now we have to ask a deeper question. So where did this whole idea about organic come from?
Right.
Because in science, the word organic, it has a very specific meaning. And it comes from organic chemistry, right? And that is, study carbon-based compounds. So in simple terms, organic compounds are built around carbon. So sugar is organic, right? Fats are organic, proteins are organic. But organic chemistry also includes other things, other substances such as alcohol is organic, petroleum is organic, cyanide is organic. None of those are safe stuff, right? None of those are healthy stuff, right? So the word organic itself, it doesn't tell you whether something is beneficial to the body, to the human body or not, right?
Okay.
Even the human body itself, it's built largely by these organic molecules. So scientifically, the word organic simply refers to carbon-based chemistry. It does not mean chemicals free. But you see now, over time, something interesting started to happen. The word organic, it was borrowed by the agricultural industry. And it became a certification label.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Became a certification label. So when you see organic on a package today, you're not looking at chemistry. what you're looking at is a set of farming standards and rules. And that is where the confusion begins. Because the public interpretation of the word organic is very different from the scientific meaning.
Right.
So when people hear organic, they think cleaner, safer, healthier. And that's understandable. But that is actually not the definition, right? So those meanings were created through perception. And of course, once a word creates that perception, it becomes very powerful because people are willing to pay more for something they believe is healthier. So today, the word organic is not just a certification label, it is also a marketing tool.
Right.
Right? It's a marketing tool. All right, so let me look at something important here. Look at this here. More and more people are buying organic foods today, right?
Well, I am seeing a lot of that going on in terms of all of these stores popping up, organic this, organic that. A lot of people cooking and making organic, what they call organic meals and so on and so forth. So I see it's a growing market, yeah.
Correct. But at the same time, chronic diseases are increasing.
Yes.
Diabetes going up every year.
Yeah.
Obesity going up. Heart disease, autoimmune condition, mental health issues, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease. All of these things increasing.
Okay.
So we have to ask the logical question here. Now, if organic automatically mean healthier, why are chronic diseases still increasing while organic food consumption also continues to grow? So clearly, the answer is deeper than a label.
Right.
Right? And what we need to understand is because labels influence how we think about food. But we have to understand that the human body does not respond to labels. The human body responds to biology.
Biology.
Right? Yes. And once we begin to understand that biology, you start to see nutrition very differently.
Okay.
And this is what inspired me to write my book. I wrote the book because the book is an educational tool. You're going to find in that a lot of information that you're not going to get in the general public. And a lot of things they're not even going to teach you in school. And that's why I have such an exhaustive reference section in the book to show you the science behind it. Right? It's not speculation, it's not my opinion, it's not an assumption, it's not guesswork. It is actually scientific facts. And this is what is lacking in society because a lot of people are out here believing a lot of rumors. All right? A lot of rumors. I remember some years ago I watched a documentary, and in the documentary they were saying a particular industry, when they have on their product a stamp showing organic and whatnot on it. And when they tested these stuff, when I say they tested, they checked, you don't have to prove anything. You just have to pay to get the sticker. You just have to pay your money. The companies pay the money and they get that stamp of approval.
Right.
They don't have to prove nothing with the product, anything like that. And that's what it is. And it's not illegal. Why? Because anything that was alive is organic. Right? So whether it's plants or animals, it is organic by scientific definition because it has carbon. It has carbon. So it's not illegal for them to put organic on their labeling. It is not lying to the public for them to put organic on their labeling because it is not on them to educate you on what the word organic means. If you have a wrong concept or perception of a terminology, and you're purchasing your products based on that wrong perception, the person that is selling you that, they are not obligated to educate you on the right terminology or the right meaning of that word. That's on you. So it's taking an advantage of an ignorant gap in society, and they're making a lot of money off of it while you are getting sicker. Right? While your health is deteriorating. And that's why I tell people, disease is not something that appears suddenly, is the body breaking down slowly long before symptoms appear. And that is happening because a lot of people fail to educate themselves on proper nutrition. A lot of people have faith in the authorities, is what we call authority bias. They have faith in the authorities. You are an authority figure. You are working in the health industry, pharmaceutical industry. You are working in the government. You say this is safe and this is healthy. Then because of your position, I'm going to believe it without fact checking it. And that is how a lot of people operate. I have had clients come to me, Stefan, I spend time showing them, going in depth into the science, showing scientifically backed facts, right? Facts that cannot even be trumped in a court, in the court of law. Hard scientific facts, right? Proven data, highest degree, systematic review, meta-analysis. And people would run by the doctor, the nutritionist, the dietitian, and say, no, that's not correct. Right? And they provide no evidence, just their position, right? Just their credentials alone, and all the data that I showed, that person now drop and ignore. Right. And when you ask, when we have said it many times live on national television, if people have an issue with what I'm saying, come on television and let's debate it live on television. Yeah. But you see what that would cause now, it would destroy that advantage that they have, which is that authority bias. Right. If they debate with me and the public see that they cannot back what they are saying, then you know what's going to happen? Authority bias starts to fall. That bias started, that wall of bias just started to disintegrate. All right? So they're not going to agree to come and have a debate with me because they need to hold on to that power of blind allegiance that a lot of people suffering from. Right. This is why I wrote my book, Stefan, to educate people. Education is key. Remember I said it last week. All right? It's better to have the knowledge and not need it than to need it and not have it. Yep. Right? That's why I put it into black and white in a book format that people could get that information, because why are we looking at AI here? Right? The AI that we see in here, I remember watching documentaries years ago, you know. Right. Years when I was younger. Yeah. And government and large organizations had technology to create the type of videos that AI created today. Correct. It's just that back then, it just took a lot more money, so you had to have proper funding to do it. Yeah. Now with AI now, anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. But we have been, as the people, the public have always been manipulated. Has always been manipulated, but we need to educate ourselves. I don't think people understand how powerful knowledge is, right? A lot of people send me videos because a lot of so-called health gurus, people selling products out here, and they're creating AI videos of older people looking very fit and whatnot. People have sent me videos, hey, what do you think about this product? I say, there's an AI video. Yeah, yeah. Me now, because I know of the technology and stuff, it's easy for me to spot, right? It's easy for me to spot, but for the average person, they're going and they're running and they're buying these products thinking, right? Hey, I could do this. We cannot heal the body in isolation. There is no isolated product that you could buy and take that would heal you. It takes a systemic approach. That is what I show in my book. It's a systemic approach. You cannot just simply take this pill and take this product and you heal yourself. The body doesn't operate so. Like the Matrix. You have to fix the entire system. That's what people expect. You see, that's one of the influence of television, right? We see those kind of quick fix thing on television, and that has been fooling us. Look at the data, people. If you look at the data, non-communicable diseases are not decreasing, they are increasing. We talk about the young child this morning, natural causes. We need to understand natural. Maybe I might do a little segment and explain what natural causes in comparison to unnatural causes are. Right? Okay. Because, yes, what they say natural causes, yes, but we have to ask, why is a child's system suffering so? We had a couple deaths of children over the past couple months in this, well, even before that, and people not asking. We had the Joshua Francois, right? People, they'll say, yes, it had the injection, but what caused the respiratory illness before the injection? Before the injection, right? What was causing those things? Why are so many children suffering with these issues? All of these I address in my book, right? You would get to understand why people are sick, all right? All right. And so I hope the contribution this morning is one that was edifying to the public, because I know it's not a topic, it's not a usual topic people touch on, right? It's something that people just blindly accept.
Yeah. I'm thinking, you're going to be controversial with the organic people. But nevertheless, I want to thank you for the time this morning, man. And of course, next week we'll do it all over again. Next week Tuesday. Yeah. I know it have the... Right. Now you on. With all the long weekend, I think you on. Yeah, it's an annual break. It's an annual holiday on Tuesday. All right, so Seth, thanks a lot, man.
All right, thanks for having. Or the other bookstore, it was Nelson's bookstore in Tobago.
Right, nice. So if you're in Tobago, you could get the book, You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished, at Nelson Bookstore in Tobago. Go pick it up. All right, man.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. That's it. So we take the final pause, and when we come back, how many birthdays we have? 4? All right, yeah. We'll get to that when we come back.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Let's get it started. I say, whoa, yo, also come and take a jump and let we start it by the drum, let we start it by the drum. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Line it up, bring the shots and line it up. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Look at lights in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road, there's a party on the roadway. Come let we party on the roadway. Take a jump and let we start it by the drum, let we start it by the drum. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Line it up, bring the shots and line it up. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Look at lights in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road, there's a party on the roadway. Come let me party on. So let me see your hands up in the air, wave them up in the band. People from everywhere,
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony, and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
All right, we got 4 birthdays to get to here and then we're out of here, so let's get to it. And here we go. Wishing Nazmoon a happy birthday. May Allah continue to bless her. A wonderful, caring wife, mom, grandma, sister, auntie, sister-in-law, and friend. Enjoy your day, sweetheart. From the Ali's family, and they want you to know they love you very much. Nice, man. Happy birthday, Nazmoon. Also, wishing Sheldon Kissoon a happy birthday from his wife, Cheryl, granddaughter, Catalea, Ashley, and Siobhan. May God blessing keep him strong, and they want you to know they love you very much, man. All right, Sheldon. Sheldon. What's going on, Sheldon? Nice, man. That's my boy, that's my boy. Also, we got to say happy 75th birthday to Billy Babulal, celebrating a life well lived. May God continue to bless you with health, joy, and many more wonderful years. With love from your wife, Danny, daughters and son-in-law, and grandson, Justin. All right? So happy birthday going out to Billy Babulal. Nice, man. And we also would like to send birthday greetings to Sheila Bagwandine on the 17th. She is, well, today's the 17th, right? Yes, she celebrates it today. She's my sister-in-law and my friend. I wish her good health, happiness, laughter, and long life from Kishore and Monica. So happy birthday to you, Sheila. All right. So with that, we wrap up for today. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and we got Pastor John on. I'll try to, while Greenwich on holidays, I think I will stick a little pin in behind the badge, because I don't like the phone call thing. So I'll clear the whole Wednesday, at least up until Pastor John at 7:35. So we'll have an hour and 25 minutes of Ramaje. I've seen some headlines already coming out today that we could tackle tomorrow. All right, so look out for all of that tomorrow. Until then, do have a safe and productive day. Thanks for joining us on Breaking Dawn, your #1 morning show in Trinidad and Tobago, and we will continue to try to be that, all right, and keep up to a certain standard. So until tomorrow, we are out. Yeah, goodbye.